Welcome back. My name is Deborah Goodall and today I'll be presenting session 2 on marketing planning. So we'll start by looking at product. So really this is all about what you are offering, regardless of whether that is a product or service, and how you wrap that into a bundle of benefits to attract your customers. So your product or service needs to be positioned to exceed the customer's needs, preferences and priorities. So think about what you offer and how the value within the offering is rated by the customer, high or low within their priorities. And also consider if any of the benefits that you offer give you a competitive advantage. So here we've got a graphic showing product benefits and customer perception for a children's attraction. We've got core, expected and competitive advantage as product benefits. And on the left-hand side, we've got customer perception as whether they are highly valued or just important but of less value. As we work across the graphic, we can see that the expectation is that the playground equipment will be safe. So children can play on the equipment and parents can sit at the sidelines and watch or socialise, knowing that their children, if they fall off, that it's got rubber matting, that it's a safe environment from which they can play. And that's going to be highly valued by the parents. Important but potentially of less value is that the equipment is made from sustainably sourced wood. So it's still important to them, but actually the core value is around the safety of their children. In terms of expected perception and expected benefits, a parent is going to expect that there's car parking and that the car parking fee, if there is one, has no time limit. As important but of less value is that there's seating for the parents. So it might be that the parents want to interact with the children, or they might be quite happy standing on the sidelines. But that expectation is that they can be there for as long as they want. In terms of competitive advantage wrapped up in product benefits, the playground might feature actors who integrate themselves into the attraction, and they might create stories in which the children become characters and it kind of plays out into a sort of immersive theatre experience. That's real competitive advantage. In terms of that being valued by the parent, that's likely to have a really high value because it's educating the children, it's engaging the children in something a little bit different. It's not just a playground. Important but of less value could be that the story playbook could be bought by the parents so that they could recreate part of that experience at home. So do you see how there are core, expected and competitive advantage product benefits for something as simple as a children's attraction? And it's really about ranking what those things might be to make you stand out in a marketplace. There is a need to continually review the benefits that your business offers to ensure that they're not out of date and to ensure that they're still valued by your customers. So if you've got self-catering accommodation, say like a holiday cottage, the value of having a DVD player in a self-catering cottage is now limited as there's potentially an expectation for on-demand video services such as Netflix instead. So always review what you've got and evaluate that against actually what the expectations might be from your customers now. Price. What a massive subject. What to charge. Often have conversations with clients about whether it's too expensive or too cheap, how to work out what to charge. Everything has a cost, but everything also has a price. So you need to cover your costs and then make some money. There's lots and lots of different ways for determining the price of a product or service. And partially this is driven by the marketplace. And partially it's driven by what you offer. So if you think about the parent at that children's attraction, that is massive added value. So would a parent pay for the storytelling live experience more than just for a playground? The availability of a product or service or the brand is also hugely influential in determining price. So the price paid to visit Buckingham Palace, £60, is significantly higher than the price you would pay to visit Clarence House of £11.30 because of the brand value associated with Buckingham Palace. So place. In marketing, place is all about distribution, having the right products in the right place to sell to the right people. In a service context, this could be about opening hours or availability. So for a restaurant, are you only doing service between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m? Is there an opportunity to extend service time or do an afternoon sitting? Or maybe with a theatre, could you put on a matinee performance? Access to information is also part of place and distribution. Are people expecting to be able to access information via their mobile phone or be able to book online 24/7, to book tickets to that theatre, to book a table in a restaurant or a room at B&B? It's also important to think about whether you have a route for expansion. So if you sell out to your capacity, is there an alternative sale? Or is part of your pricing strategy based on the exclusivity of the offer? So you know it's going to sell out. Could you charge a higher price? Promotion, the fourth P of marketing. And this is the bit that most people think of when they think of marketing. So promotion has been adopted as a term for discounts and flash sales and things like that. But actually, promotion is about channels to use to reach your customers. So which channels are you using to communicate your offer to your customers? This should always be driven by knowing who your customers are. Only use the channels that your customers use. There's a big drive towards using online channels to reach customers. However, it's important to remember that there are offline promotional opportunities, and it's usually a combined and integrated approach of offline and online that will enable you to reach your target audience in the most effective way. Online isn't always the right solution. So that's the end of session 2 on marketing planning. I hope that you found this session interesting and useful.